Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to the vlog, Reptile Army. I hope the start of your day is incredible, and if you need some inspiration to get your butt out of bed today, I'm about to help you guys out, if you know what I mean. You guys know that I am so lucky. I have the Reptarium that is absolutely amazing. I have you guys that's absolutely incredible. I run a handful of other businesses. I've been so fortunate throughout everything. I have BHB. BHB has been the backbone of my business since 1989, but I want to tell you guys something. Do you know how many snakes I actually started out with? I actually started out with 0. And hey, we all know that the Reptarium just started as a vision, right? As a matter of fact, I've said the story before. Everyone told me that I was an idiot for doing it. Everyone said it was the stupidest idea, that it would never work, and that I was wasting my money, right? But look, it's actually been absolutely incredible, and it's been life-changing. And I know some of you guys are gonna say, it's easy for you, Brian. You have over 3 million followers on YouTube alone. But you know how many followers I actually started out with? That's right, I started out with 0. Before I got these 200,000 plaques or this million plaque, I started out with YouTube with 0 subscribers, just like everyone else. Listen, YouTube's amazing, but we all start out the same way. Now, some of us have more advantages than others when it comes to money, but you know, me, when I started out, I had nothing. I literally came from nothing. I had no money to start with, and I just had a dream and a vision. And that's kind of how it all started. So my point is, I want to give you a little bit of morning inspiration right now. If you're sitting at a desk and you're unhappy, or you're working a job, you're unhappy, or you have a business that you're doing and you don't really love it, but you have a dream and you have a vision, and you're like, I want to be somewhere where I'm super happy and I'm super excited, and that can actually be even working a job. I mean, you might have a job that you're just super happy about. That's winning. That is actually inspirational. Get yourself out of the rut that you're in if you're in that rut, and there are no excuses. Money is an excuse. Followers is an excuse. The amount of energy you have is an excuse. The truth is that if you're doing what you love, you will have all the energy you need. It may take you years, it may take you decades, for gosh sakes. I have no idea, but the fact is, I want you to wake up today, and I want you to get going and start planning your future. And it doesn't matter if you have 0, because that's where we all started, and you have to get out of that mindset of somehow that's the bad thing, like I can never catch up. The truth is, everyone has the opportunity, and you can do it too. So I just felt like giving you a little inspiration this morning. I hope that helps, so you'll have a great day. What do you say we jump into some egg cutting? Not too many egg cuttings left, but we have a good one right now. This is actually a pinstripe female, but it's actually bred to a black pewter lesser cypress. So it's a pastel, it's a black pastel, it's a lesser, and it's a cypress ball python. Add the pinstripe. We could get some really cool patternless purple snakes in this clutch, just like we did earlier this year. So let's go ahead and jump into egg number 1 and just see what we got. All right, it's a pretty big clutch too, so we have plenty of eggs to get a whole bunch of really cool animals. See what the first one brings. Huh, it's really beautiful, whatever it is. Doesn't look, this is weird because it's got like really interesting pattern to it, but it looks like maybe it's just a pastel cypress, to be honest with you. But it's got a really interesting kind of jigsaw pattern to it. Really interesting. Once it hatches out, we'll know a little bit more, but nevertheless, probably a pastel cypress. Egg number 2. Dun dun dun. What do we have here? This is interesting, right? Let's see, I'm trying to think what this is. So this is a black pastel for sure. But what's interesting is there looks to be a Woma. So I have a feeling that the black pewter lesser cypress might also be a Woma ball python, because I remember it's a really weird pattern. Sometimes you miss genes, right? So this looks like a black pastel, Woma, possible cypress. And that's kind of how this whole thing goes, is that sometimes you find genes that you didn't even know you had in with snakes until you start hatching them. Looks like, again, the same thing, a black pastel, Woma, possible cypress. So far we haven't been hitting as many cool things as I expected, but we still have 2, 4, 6, 7 eggs to go. And sometimes it only just takes 1 or 2 eggs to turn the whole thing around. When you start getting those all gene animals, you're like, yes, this is awesome. Let's see what we got. Okay, this is actually a pastel. It's a pinstripe, so it's a lemon blast. And it looks like probably a cypress. So a lemon blast cypress ball python. The cypress just kind of cleans things up. Usually a lot more striping in cypress and so like that. But so far we haven't had all the combinations going. But again, we still got a bunch of eggs. Let's see what we have here. Always exciting to cut clutches. All right, okay. Looks like this one's going to be a little bit more interesting. For sure. Ooh, that's a beauty right there too. Absolutely. So this is definitely, let's see. It looks like this might be a black pastel pewter cypress lesser without the Woma ball python. So I think that the dad actually has Woma ball python. This is one without it. Absolutely ripping snake. That's what I was kind of hoping for. To be honest with you, I thought that that was kind of the all-gene animal. Adding the pinstripe into the male already, I just didn't realize there was a Woma ball in it. So if theoretically this is the all-gene animal I thought I was going to hit, not realizing there's Woma in it. So we still have one more gene that we could add, but let's just keep cutting. All right, here we go. Who knows what's going to be next? Ooh, really pretty. Again, really interesting pattern. This looks like a pastel cypress right here. Doesn't look like there's anything else to it, but that cypress really changes pattern a lot, which is interesting. Let's see, 4 eggs to go. All right, let's see what we got here. Haven't had much in the way of lesser, which is interesting. Another black pastel Woma. That's weird. We got 3 black pastel Womas. I didn't even know there was a Woma in this. So again, missing a lot of it combinations, but that's the way it goes. We still have 3 eggs to go. These last 3 eggs could be bangers and the whole clutch will work out great. And like I always say, I don't really care that much. I mean, obviously I want to produce the coolest snakes I possibly can, but producing any snakes is absolutely amazing. This looks like a little pinstripe cypress here. Just nothing else, just 2 gene animal, pinstripe and cypress. Down to our last 2 eggs. Hasn't been exactly the most incredible clutch, but still cool. Not complaining, like I always say. And oh my gosh, this is a normal ball python, guys. Normal ball python. So we're down to 1 last egg. We did hit that one really beautiful animals, and there's a combination of some other stuff that's really awesome too. But so far I haven't been wowed by the clutch except for the 1 egg. Let's at least end it in a good way, right? Come on, snake gods. Just give me one thing I can hoot and holler about right here. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the hoot and hollering going on. That, oh my gosh, guys, I tell you what, we actually hit it. This is the all, oh my gosh, that thing is beautiful. This is the all-gene animal. So this is a black pastel, it's a lesser, it's a cypress, it's a pinstripe, and it's a Woma ball python. So that one is it. That's the one. It's kind of purpley gray looking, really cool. So it took us till the last egg to hit the all-gene animal, but we did it. I told you guys Reptile Army dropped a whole new fall collection, including this one, which of course is a beautiful long sleeve. And I'm telling you what, these are so soft. They're absolutely incredible. So we have a bunch of different fall stuff, but we also actually have a bunch of team stuff too, like Team Lizard or Team Snake, Team Turtle or Team Frog. So you can get on whatever team you want. We also have a couple cool, just kind of neat designs that we're throwing into this drop as well. I absolutely love this blackhead one. How about this one? Sup, I absolutely love this one. Hey, for you guys that are into Egyptian stuff, how about a lizard sphinx? That's right. And then the collection I am so excited about that is all cool right now with Halloween coming, of course, is the Halloween collection. How about a Ouija board with a little planchetta? Yeah, I know the word planchetta, but there's a bunch of really awesome drops. I don't know about you, but I like a little monitor lizard on a witch on a broomstick. Who wouldn't like that to wear on Halloween? How about a little Dia de Morta? You can't have Halloween without a tombstone. You guys know that. How about a sugar skull girl with a bearded dragon? I think she was actually at the Reptarium last weekend. How about a pumpkin cobra? I actually like these little candies. Let me know in the comments if you guys like them. How about a little horror movie action here? Tell you what, this drop is absolutely crazy. Only one more. And that would be this Chameleon Warlock. So go over to Reptile Army. We got the fall drop, we've got the team drop, we've got a few other things, and of course all the Halloween stuff. ReptileArmy.com. Join the army.
There you go, Buggy. You want this? There she goes. There she goes. That was fun. Let's move on. We're going to do the Ackies now. We're going to continue working on the ball training. He's still more food motivated than the ball. We're going to keep working with the ball until he gets so used to it that he wants the ball more than the food. We're gonna give Tiana a couple treats just because. Hey, Barely. Good girl. She don't mess around. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come say hi to everybody. Come on. Are you gonna be lazy today? Yeah. Elva. You want some bugs? You want this? Yeah, there you go. You want this?
These babies just crawled out. It was actually a pastel bred to a pin red stripe yellow belly. And again, we got another beautiful red stripe yellow belly here. The last clutch we hatched out actually had a red stripe yellow belly in it too. And it's just really cool. I love this pattern and color. Really cool animals. And you can imagine this breeding into other mutations and how it's going to actually increase that red and just kind of the flaming and stuff like that. Absolutely wonderful animal. And this is what a normal red stripe looks like here. So this is just a red stripe with no other genes in it. It's not an overly impressive animal, but genetically it does some really, really cool stuff. And then we got a bunch of combinations of lemon blasts here. This is just an actual lemon blast, which is a pastel and a pinstripe. You can see it's really beautiful on that, but then you start adding the red stripe into it and it really changes everything. This happens to be a lemon blast red stripe right here. And you can just see it blushes out the pattern a little bit more, even makes the pattern in the pinstripe a little bit thicker, to be totally honest with you. Then we ended up hitting a couple right here of the all gene animals, which are actually the pinstripe, red stripe, pastel, and yellow belly. So these are lemon blast red stripe yellow bellies right here. You can see it's again just how it's more blushed out. The yellow belly actually kind of changes the side pattern, a little bit of flaming in the sides and stuff like that. Absolutely wonderful. So definitely some pretty cool animals hatched out of this. A lot of genetic powerhouses to breed into other mutations. So these are the building blocks to something really special in the future. Beautiful animals on their own, but the things you could do in the future with them, absolutely ridiculous.
Low-key, this is actually kind of one of my favorite animals to feed, because he's just so epic. So what I got for my boy Bowser here is a really, really huge brown trout, and I just touched it with my hands, so I need to make sure I wash my hands after this and don't touch my face. Let me get him fed and let me get sanitized here soon. I think Jonah's a little heartbroken over there. He's just saw one of his brothers or sisters just going down, like going down pretty bad actually. So it's really important to note, guys, I don't really often feed that large of meals like that. I usually will cut it up. I often will have it usually within the size of the animal's mouth. So when they take it down, it's down in one bowl. But I mean, today's a special day, and I really love and enjoy like doing that sort of wild captive diet. You know, it's much more beneficial to them and also me. I mean, mentally, I just feel better about trying to vary their diet like you would your children.
Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, can you do me a favor? Can you right over on this side, hit a playlist, hit 1 or 2 videos. It means a lot to me. You know what else means a lot to me? Right on this side, you can hit that subscription button. Thank you guys so much. You are absolutely amazing. I hope that you have an amazing day. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you guys in the next one.